Hi, my name is Matt Turnbull. I've asked permission from the admin of this page to share this video with you in the hope that you can help me with a project that I'm developing. Let me tell you a bit about myself. My name's Matt Turnbull and I'm a level 3 high performance triathlon coach and triathlete, and I've been on the circuit here in the Northeast as a triathlete coach for 14 years maybe now. Some of you may recognise me, and others may not. I've been very quiet the last few years. COVID wasn't kind to me, and I struggled after 2021-22, but always had designs to come back and do something special. Now, those of you who know me know that I've got myself involved in some crazy pursuits in the past, generally to try and raise money for charity and really put our community on the map. And it's took me a long time to get my fitness back to where I thought I could do this sort of thing again. But I feel I'm almost there. But I genuinely feel now at 46, going on 47, this is my swan song, the last time that I can possibly do something crazy and big within the world of triathlon before my body and brain give up. So what I'm creating this video for is to garner your help, to get help from you guys, in the hope that in all sorts of different ways that you can support and help with this project. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about what it is, and if there's any way that you can help with any part of this, particularly fundraising, then, or you know companies that can help, then please get in touch and I'll connect you with our team and put you into our little community where we're developing this project further. So here's the project in a nutshell. We're trying to raise £100,000 for cancer research and really develop the profile of triathlon again. It took a bit of a dip over recent years, but we want to do something really crazy that's going to get people out there in the public looking at our sport as something really exciting. And we had this idea of creating a world record, potentially a world record that A, has never been attempted, and B, may not be attempted again. So what we've come up with is this crazy challenge that is physically very demanding, but some of my triathlete friends will know it's very possible, but logistically unbelievably tough. And it's this. On the 25th of August this year, a team and myself plan to complete 10 triathlons in 10 countries in 24 hours. I'll say that again. 10 triathlons in 10 countries in 24 hours. Now, they are sprint triathlons. There will be open water and there will be ITU rules, so there will be some way of moving us faster through each country. But it will be a 400 metre swim, a 20k bike and a 5k run in 10 different countries. Now, that sounds ludicrous in itself, thinking about doing 10 triathlons in one day in 24 hours. But how do you get between those countries? Now, we already have everything in place. Everything's in place to go. But we're struggling with the funding to make sure that these things can we can press the button to set it all in motion. Very, very briefly, it looks like this. We do the first 2 triathlons in both Ireland and Northern Ireland back to back, straight over the border, and then we take a helicopter up to the sort of most southerly, westernly coast of Scotland, where we'll do another triathlon there. Then we take a helicopter down to the Isle of Man and we do a triathlon there, and then we travel down again via helicopter to a place called Rhyl on the coast of Wales. Then the helicopter takes us on its final journey to the coast of England near Dover, and we take a speedboat across to a place called Gravelines, which is near Dunkirk in France. And then we do 3 triathlons back to back there with the same team. So it's very, very short. I think it's like 45 miles between France, Belgium and Holland up that coast. So we'll be doing those 3 triathlons back to back, a little bit of time in between when we travel in the car between each country. And then we take a motorbike from the Netherlands right across Belgium to Luxembourg and the border of Germany, and we do the last 2 triathlons there. Now, it's roughly around about 13 hours worth of racing if we get it right, which leaves us the other 10-11 hours to travel. So when you put it like that, you see that it's doable. It's 30 minutes between Ireland and Scotland, similar to the Isle of Man, a little bit longer to Wales, about 2 hours across from Wales to Dover, and about 40 minutes to France, and then very little between France, Belgium and Holland, and then about 2 hours across to Luxembourg. So you can see it's knife edge. You can see it's all very close if things go wrong, if we have bad weather, if I fall off a bike, if somebody ends up ill, if a boat stops. There's so many things can go wrong, and that's what's exciting about it, that it could go wrong. Now, because of the amount of things that can go wrong and how dramatic it might be, we've had a documentary film team say this would make a great documentary. I think they're waiting for me to fail. I think they're waiting for something like a helicopter crash or, I don't know, eaten by a shark. But we have this award-winning documentary film team headed up by a guy called Paul Suggett that want to follow it. And they already have. They've followed me over recent months. They've interviewed various other people linked to the charity, and that's ongoing. So we know that we can raise the profile of triathlon through that, and we know that we'll make money from that. So part of the contract of that company working with me and my team is proceeds are split between the documentary film team and the charity. So whatever else would come to me, if you like, or my team, we put it all into the charity, which means there's no money behind us other than my own pocket, which I'm happy to dip into, and we will continue to dip into, but we are looking for funding for the logistical side of it more than anything. The helicopters and the boats, they're the most expensive thing. Now, we have had some people have donated money, so we do have a pot of money, but we're about 20% into what we actually need. The helicopter alone is somewhere between £15,000 and £17,000. We are looking at getting it cheaper. That's the price from 2 helicopter companies that are going to do this for us, who said they can do it and they will do it. But we're looking at another couple of companies that are linked to friends of the team, which we think we might get cheaper. But we can't avoid that. That's what it's going to cost. But to me, that cost is eclipsed by what we can do for charity. So if we can get this whole thing done for £15,000 to £17,000, but we raise £30,000-40,000 through the documentary, and exponentially more through PR and through media, and through all the people linked to it, our own community in triathlon, we're going to do wonderful things. We're going to do wonderful things for charity. So that's kind of it in a nutshell. I don't think there's anything I've missed there. I just wanted to put this out into my community and say, this is us. This is what we're doing. It's happening. It's ridiculous. It's ludicrous. It's scary. It's exciting. It's crazy. But for me, it can't do anything other than wonderful things for the sport that we love. And as a teacher by trade, that's very much what's driving me, is this sort of legacy of what we leave the younger kids coming through. Now, I'm from Hartlepool, and I'd love to see more of this going on, more juniors coming through, because they've been bitten by the bug of our sport. And something like this could possibly do that. A world record on our doorstep in the northeast, a documentary, this crazy thing that's happening. What is that sport? What's it all about? I'm hoping it's going to open doors. So if you've got any questions, or you can offer up something, whether it's the technical side, we can always get help in terms of technical, whether that's equipment and kit. We'd love to be emblazoned by local companies, and we've said that will be something that is added to the documentary. It's seen in the documentary, it'll be seen in PR, it'll be seen in media. So yeah, people who can get on board that way, I would love to support that way. We've got kit and equipment, if you know what I mean, which we'll use, but I would far rather, again, raise up what's going on in our community. So as we film this documentary, going to local bike shops to get my bike fixed and shooting stuff in there, or wearing that kit that's been designed by a local designer, or getting an opportunity to go to a local club and do a talk with them about what we're doing. All the stuff that is just really positive about our community. And then obviously, if anybody's linked to any companies that want to invest in this, or I don't know any millionaires, but I'm sure some people do, that would just love to go, I'm gonna take a chance on this guy. I'm gonna tip up some money and make sure we get a chance to do this, because without the money we don't even get a chance to do it. Without the funding we don't even get a chance to do it, to see if we could do it. I think I'm looking for a dreamer. I'm looking for the dreamers who want to get behind something crazy. Because failure's huge. Failure's likely in a lot of ways. But the excitement of success is, and the journey to get there, it's what keeps me awake at night and sends me to sleep as well, feeling good that we're going to attempt something like this. So thank you for listening. If you've got this far, you've really you've really listened, and hopefully you can help. But thank you for your time.